Hey everybody, it's Sarmita Cancer Free 200, and this video is going to be for ErikaThrills again. And this is the third time I've made this video because my phone has rang off the hook. Excuse me. Anyways, she will have some more questions about the military. So I asked my husband on the way while he was getting dressed to go to work. I try to ask him the questions real fast. So anyways, you wanted to know what kind of questions. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go over here. What are the key points to discuss with the recruiters? My husband said that he thinks the only key point that he should have, and he thinks that anybody should discuss, is all the jobs that your husband will be qualified for. They test him, and he could qualify for one job or he could qualify for 5 jobs. But he needs to find out what jobs, all the jobs, because they will sucker you into going to the job that the Air Force needs you to go into. Like when my husband went in, he qualified for administration and security police and something else. And he would have liked to go into administration, but they needed security police in the Air Force. So he got suckered into doing security police because he didn't really, probe and find out what else do I qualify for. So he said, tell him to check everything that he qualifies for. Don't listen to the recruiter saying this is what you're qualified for and this is it. Ask them, hey, is there anything else? Was there anything else I qualify for? And get all the information about everything. About sign-up bonuses, he said it depends on what you go in as. Some people can go in, they could be an ROTC and go in as an officer, so they will make more on a bonus than what a low-ranking person, an E1 goes in as. So it depends on what he goes in as, and it depends on if he has college, and they kind of put all that together and decide how much your bonus would be. He said about the contract, he said there's no negotiable contract to sign. He said the contract you're signing is that you're going to defend your country, and that's it. There's no negotiation. There's nothing you could talk about. You read your contract, and it's basically defending your country. There's so many things. I mean, once he signs those papers, he becomes government property. And there is no public display of affection when they're in uniform. I would drop my husband off at work. I couldn't kiss him goodbye because you can't kiss him as long as he has his uniform on out there. No hickeys on the bottom. That's destruction of government property. And, you're not supposed to get tattoos and stuff like this. So, you do the hickeys where nobody can see them and do really quick kisses and hope nobody sees. But yeah, so there is I'm sorry, I had a brain fart. The contract is just defending. He becomes government property. So and he has to know that the government comes first. About the BAH, I'm sorry. He said that you usually will get it once you get a house. You're not going to get it when basic training because he's not going to have a house, and you won't get it until he gets to his base and you guys get a home. And if you're living somewhere now, and while he's in basic training or he's at tech school, I would just stay where you're at until he gets done with his technical training, and then have him find a house in the base that he's going to, and then send for you. That's what I would do. That's what we did. That way he could have everything set up, and you and your son could just go there and everything will be set. If you can go visit him, but let him, get everything set there first, because it won't kick in until he has a home, a house. The place that you're renting now, some will let you out of the contract, but if you move where he's at and he's already gone through basic training and he's already gone through technical training, I would make sure that they put a military clause in your lease wherever you go, because a lot of people will do that, and that way they'll let you out if he gets orders or something you need to leave. So, but right now while you're in a place, I don't know how they would do that. We've been let out of leases because we got orders. That's because we really had an understanding landlord. So it just depends on your landlord now. But when you do move and he gets a house, make sure he asks for a military clause in the lease. The GI loan, he told me that I asked him if it was direct deposit, and he said that it was really confusing. I'll have to re-ask him that. He said something about the GI loan will be the amount that he puts in the military. Of course, the longer he stays in, the more money you'll have on the loan. And they take that loan out of his check or something like that. Or I don't know. I have to, girl, let me get back to you on that one because I did not understand what the hell he was talking about. But it does, the amount you get on your loan depends on how much time he's put in. And let's see, how many jobs does your husband have to put down that he wants to do as far as when he's enlisting? He's not going to put down any job. They're going to tell him what he qualifies for when he tests. And then once he qualifies, he gets to pick from the jobs that he qualifies for. I'd say he might qualify for 1, he might qualify for 10. And then he picks from those. How fast can he rank up? Well, he won't test at all until he puts on his 3rd stripe. The other ones just come in time as he does his time. He'll get his 1st stripe, 2nd stripe, 3rd stripe. The 3rd stripe is when he will test. And then I think it's every couple years after that. But yeah, he won't test at all until he goes for his 3rd stripe. Are you able to travel outside of the U.S.? Oh, heck yeah, we travel. Yeah, we take vacations everywhere, girl. We've gone to Hawaii. We travel as long as he is on leave. You know, he can't just, leave. But the weekends you can. We go to San Antonio. We go different places. But when we take long vacations, when he was in the military, he took leave for him. Because you don't want to be, AWOL or anything. What is this? What the demand is for what he called? I don't know what that was. Yeah, I was right reading here. I put what the demand is for what he qualifies for, and that was for does he get to pick his own jobs, your husband, because they might have a high demand for. He might qualify for 5 jobs. They might have a high demand for this one job, and they're going to really push him, but he wants to do this job. So he needs to really check on all the jobs that he qualifies for because they will put you where they need you if he doesn't go in there and really demand to know what do I qualify for. The life as a military wife, your life is going to be the same as it is now. There is no difference. I have friends that aren't in the military, and we do the same thing. I didn't have to work, and I'm going to be honest with you. He made enough money, especially when we lived on base, that I didn't have to work. I did work just because I wanted to, but and I did a lot of home daycare when we were in Germany and stuff like that because we didn't have a daycare where we were stationed at. But home life was just like it is now. I shopped at the commissary. Now I shop at the commissary, and sometimes I go to the regular stores. There's no difference. You are, except for your husband's in the military. Your husband might go TDY. Your husband might go off to war, But as far as everything else, you're just like everybody else. We just get a little bit luckier that we get to go to the commissary. We don't pay taxes. We could go to the BX where we don't pay taxes. We can, we have the hospital where we don't have to pay, the clinics on the bases. We have all the facilities on base we can use. Workouts, they have the gyms on the base where you don't have to pay. So, but as far as home life and military wife, the only time it's hard to be a military wife is when my husband is gone, when he's gone TDY, and then everything is put on me. The bills, the house, sending him money, making sure he has his gift boxes, he has his goodies. So I would send him his care packages and stuff like that, so you're taking care of 2 households, his and your own, so it gets a little complicated then, but it just makes you a little tougher, but as far as my life as a military wife, it's the same. And now that he's retired, I've kind of retired. I don't have to work. He makes enough to take care of us, run the household, and we take care of 2 grandchildren. We have custody of them actually, and they're 7 and 6. So he does good. So military life to me was fantastic. Like I said, where else can you travel and get to see the things and do the things and meet great people and, for nothing. Catch a hop, the airplane and go somewhere cheap, you don't have to pay the regular airline flights. It's a little bit of hassle with the hop, but because you have to wait around for, people to not be on it, Anyway, that's a different thing. But I loved it. I love being a military wife. I didn't want him to retire, but I know he was tired of it. 20 years is a long time. But anyways, I hope I answered your questions, girl. I'll get back to you on that one question. I'm hoping that I can get him on camera. I really would like to talk to him because he could tell you a lot better. So anyways, let me know if you have any more questions. I don't mind answering them. And hopefully I answer them correctly. You know, now hopefully you could understand me. So anyways, peace out. Have a good weekend, girl.